Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within.
See, y'all thinking about a pandemic. It ain't got nothing to do with a pandemic. It's about a legacy mindset. I'm a Bullock, last name Bullock. Well, as a Bullock, we preach, we sing. I got a nephew, nieces singing, preaching, all kind. We birth singing. But then there's some other stuff that come with Bullock. Some struggles, some habits, some appetites that goes through the family. And what bothers me is nobody told me. Nobody told me. They told me about the preaching. They told me about the singing. But some of that other stuff, they forgot to tell me that this thing I'm fighting was my great-great-grandfather's fight. Y'all didn't tell me that part. Y'all told me he could sing, but you didn't tell me he had this struggle. And so now we got a generation of people who have a struggle that they inherited because nobody wants to tell them this is the thing that was planted in your life. And I'm sorry I never told you, but I planted that thing a long time ago. And the reason why your coping mechanism is under this particular tree is because that is what I planted. You can plant a new tree. You don't have to keep that seed, that tree there. You can pull that thing up and put something else in the roots. That's why legacy has to matter to you, because it's time to plant something new. I went to Berklee College of Music for 2.5 years. I didn't take school very seriously. School wasn't necessarily something that I just was into. So I dropped out of school. I just started doing a little community college class here, a little community college class there, a little class here, a little class there. What happened was my mother graduated from college. My mom, you gotta understand, my mom started as my cafeteria lady when I was in 3rd grade. In 3rd grade, I showed up to school. My mother was the cafeteria lady. I watched my mother get her GED. And then after she got her GED, she went and started to pursue higher education in college. And my mom went from being the cafeteria lady to being in the classroom. And my mom, to this day, is the longest tenured teacher in that school. They gave her the most difficult classes, difficult kids, difficult cases. She went from the cafeteria to the classroom, and I went to my mother's graduation. When I saw my mother graduate college, she planted something in my heart. She planted something in my life. And so I made a decision that before my first child was born, I was going to graduate college. My daughter was born in 2014 of September 2014, my daughter was born. I graduated from college December 2014. I graduated. I had my baby in my hand with my cap on, my gown on, and my degree. What happened was somebody said, I'm going to plant a seed of graduates in this family. I don't want us to be a family of GEDs. I don't want us to be a family that's uneducated. I'm going to plant a seed. And when she planted the seed, all of a sudden I took it. And then my brother took it. And our children will take it. Why? Because God is looking for somebody to be a legacy builder, to have a legacy mindset and say, I'm going to open up a door that nobody can close in our family. Because if a curse can be passed down, so can a blessing. I'm tired of hearing about generational curses, and you don't tell me about the generational blessings that are coming to my life. And I'm declaring we're releasing generational blessings, cycle of blessings coming into your life because of legacy in this place. Which means when I get a paycheck and I want to keep that check, but then I put kingdom over comfort. I'm going to be quick to listen, slow to speak. I'm going to be slow to anger. I'm going to forgive. I made an eternal decision. I have a legacy mindset. That's going to have eternal impact. You got to put we over me.
What's going on, everybody? What's up? I see you, Roll Tide, Tijuana Border Jumper. What's going on? King Kong 888. I see y'all. Good evening. I know that it's a little late for some people. Let me go ahead and get started over here, and then I'm coming by to bring some good news, okay? I'm going to talk about some things that's going on for sure. Saw me on Veteran Bikers. Shout out to you. Shout out to Veteran Bikers. Shout out to all of my brothers and my sisters, okay? I hope that you guys are all right wherever you are. I hope that everybody is doing well. I am praying for the people in Tennessee, in North Carolina, in Georgia. I am praying for you all. I really, truly am. I'm praying for you all, and I hope that everybody else, everywhere else, is doing great. I want to first say this: welcome to those that are just, first timing coming by my channel. Welcome. I am a truth speaker. I am the disruptor. I'm not liked by everybody, but I'm liked by somebody, and that's quite all right with me, okay? My job is to be a watchman. My job is to tell the truth, and it is the truth that makes us free, okay? Sometimes people don't like the truth because they're not ready to deal with, what's going on the inside of them, and that's cool too. At the end of the day, if you ever get hungry, thirsty, you need something to wear, something like that, I'm commanded to make sure I take care of you. Okay. So just circle back. If you ever need any type of assistance, I'm here. To those that are always coming by, hanging with me, kicking it with me, then welcome back. We family. If you didn't came by here once or twice and even 3 times, we locked in. You might as well go ahead and make it official. I ask everybody everywhere that's tuning in to help me evangelize. You know how you help me evangelize? You hit the share button, you hit the tag, you hit the invite, you hit the subscribe, you hit the notifications. That is how you help me evangelize. And if I need anything, let us know. I need a lot of prayer, okay? I always need prayer. I can always take prayer because I do know this one thing. Whatever I need, God will put it on the hearts of those who are in tune with his spirit. So I always take prayer. But God bless you. Thank you so very kindly. That means everything to me. It really does. Because I don't have a lot of people that ask me, how you doing? They used to me being super strong, and I am super strong, but I'm also super weak sometimes as well. So much love to you. I would like to say this. What's going on, Sister Sunshine? B Brown, I see you beautiful people in the building. Amanda from Tennessee, praying for you. Ranzante, I see you. Good to see you too. Love y'all so very much. I'm not going to be here very long at all, but I do want to start off by saying this. To me, it's amazing. It's like a euphoria to me because I'm in Texas. And today was a very sunny day. You may be in California. You may be in Massachusetts. You may be in a different part of the United States. However, there are people that are in North Carolina and in Tennessee and in these areas where this hurricane came by and tore up these people's whole entire lives, livelihood, etc. And today, as I was driving, it's like, it's undescribable what these people are dealing with, but it's also euphoric because it's like, how could we be in the same country having two different experiences? Oh, in one part of the country, they underwater. I mean, they got unalive bodies floating down a river. How traumatic could that be? This, and then on the other side, it's life as normal as usual. Please take some time every single day to think about somebody other than yourself, because that will make you take a moment to not only reflect, but to pray for somebody else. Cities are wrong. It's terrible what's happening. And what I am heavily reminded of, towns are gone. That's unbelievable. And I'll never forget when we were here in the Dallas snowstorm. Y'all knew I blew the whistle. For those who've been following me for that long, I blew the whistle on what was going on out here, because people were out here being unalived, and I saw it firsthand how they were not responding to the people who needed to plug up their heart machines, diabetes machines, oxygen machines. It was the worst experience for me. And whenever they get to talking about crazy weather is coming back to Dallas, I'll be like this, because it was so traumatic. It was even traumatic for my children. Anytime it thunders or rain or lightning and the lights flicker on and off, like we was without power for days, 8 days. People was unaliving themselves, putting grills in their house to try to keep warm. And all I could think about was, I'm originally from California, and they over there got sun and stuff. I'm like, we over here like in the third world country. Y'all over there sunny up, please remember us. And then just like that, the sun came out and all of that snow was just melted away. I went on live and showed how the snow wasn't melting. I mean, it was a trip. I sounded the alarm about some things that I saw that was happening, that happened prior to that, the air, the chemtrails, all of that. Only to see something as devastating as what I am seeing right now happening. So please remember, it could be us. Please remember them in your prayers. There's a lot of things going on. And one of the things that that I was made aware of when I saw a headline on yesterday, and I said this, how many of y'all can testify right here on this live that I said before this election, things was going to get all the way turned up like we never seen before? How many of y'all have heard me say that at least for the last 6 to 12 months? Because God already showed me, like, this election was going to be something we ain't ever seen before. And all I can think about right now is that movie Civil War, because it was the government versus the people. When I watched that movie, I had got all the way, like, right to the end of the movie when I realized who is the enemy. All you see is journalists covering stories and civilians are on fire and garbage cans piled up in ditches and stuff. I'm like, who doing this to these people? Y'all showing this happening to civilians, but who's doing this to these people? You didn't find out to the end of the movie who was doing it to the people, and it was the government. Okay? So a headline came out yesterday. North Carolina is a swing state. So now that it's underwater, it's being reported that those people in that state will not be able to vote. I'm just like, I know I just did not just read that. First of all, people is still missing, ain't been accounted for, freezing in their house, can't get no aid and assistance to them. I'm mentioning this because this is troublesome for me to see. This is troublesome to see how the government has responded. It's troublesome to know that right here in America, there is people that I care about, whether I know them or not, because they are human beings. I am commanded to care about them because I'm a human being. I am compassionate enough to care about them because I'm a human being. I know that it can be me and my family floating in our living room up to our neck in water, and the people that's supposed to help you and protect you, that you pay your tax dollars to be a part of this civilization, is not taking care of their own. It's devastating. And then to just come out and be like, yeah, they're not going to be able to vote. It's like, what? That's what y'all thinking about? Y'all still got missing people in a swing state? $750 per person. Absolutely. And let me tell y'all the real kicker, okay? And this is why I come by here and do what I do. Let me tell y'all the real kicker. There's a twofold to this $750 emergency relief aid. First of all, you have to have a credit check. Anytime you're dealing with FEMA, anytime you've had a disaster and you need some FEMA money, they're going to run a credit check. It's right on their website in their documents. All you got to do is read. Okay? That's number one. So it can be available, but will people qualify? Everybody qualify? In this economy, hell to the no. So that's number one. Number two, you got to pay it back. You got to pay it back. That's the reason they want your credit number. Because if you don't, they are going to come against you like the rest of these debt collectors come up against you when they want to be paid or you owe them some money. So yeah, it's money with strings attached, but it ain't even enough money to do anything with. But here you got people like myself that's government contractors that can show you millions of dollars that are going to house these migrants. You ain't got to believe the news. They tell, oh, that's not true. They're lying, blah, blah. I'm a government contractor. They're paying $20,000 per bedroom, $214 per service. They need to speak English and you can teach them some words. That's $214 to be billed. Oh, they don't know how to tie their shoes. That's $214 more. Oh, they need meals. That's $214 more. Okay, they might need assistance to the bathroom. That's $214 more. You can run it up in real life. In real life. Because that's where the tax money is going to. If you guys were in the Airbnb space, you'd be multi-millionaires. If you were in the Airbnb space, if you had land and renovated properties that you would go ahead and do business with the government, then your tax dollars that's being pummeled from you could be recycled right back to you. When they say that they released a $1 billion aid packet to Ukraine, they're not sending Ukraine $1 billion. No, ma'am, no, sir. What they're doing is using people like myself, government contractors that have international contracts, even contracts here in the United States, where we can go and buy 100,000 cases of bottled water and then make sure it gets shipped. Where we can go and buy blankets for infants, our young people, where we can go and buy socks and Pampers and send baby formula. It's we, the people, who hold the contracts. Everything is a contract. Our nuclear weapons is contracts. So they don't want you to know that, but it's facts. And I got receipts I can show you for temporary housing. Matter of fact, why don't we just look it up? Okay. So I told y'all I was gonna come by here with some good news. I just wanted to bring y'all up to date on that. Before I pull this up, I also got some other amazing news. I believe that everything happens for a reason. And a lot of the times we don't understand why things happen to us, why things happened, why things have happened, why things are happening, But I mentioned, I think it was 9 days ago now, maybe 10 days ago now, that my daughter's children's father had been medically taken against his own will. And we had not known where he has been. I mean, when I say they took him, they took him. And we hadn't heard from him. We didn't know if he was okay, if he was alive. We didn't know anything. Today we heard from him finally. I'm not going to cover it on this live, but on the next one I will. Everything that I said they did to him, they did to him against his own will. He is in a psychiatric hospital. And not only is he in a psychiatric hospital, there are others in that psychiatric hospital that don't have any type of mental issues at all. They were drinking, they did something, in the moment, and they ended up there, sedated, medicated, the whole 9 yards. But we know where he at. He is alive. And we know, when I tell you this is an absolutely corrupt system, OMG. I may have to tell y'all on a Zoom or something. I got recordings. He gonna tell his own story, but I got him recorded saying all of the things that I said they was doing to him. It's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But I am so glad when I got up today and I was praising, I heard God tell me you're going to hear from him today. And it wasn't even 2 hours later. He was like, this is what they done to me. This is what they've been doing to me. It just blew my mind. And then to know that they have others there that ain't nothing wrong. When I tell you this system, y'all, is so corrupt. And here is the kicker. They're down there in Marietta County where Fonnie Willis and Nathan Wade, their county. And this is happening to a lot of African American males and females. It's so much so that it's even on YouTube. I'm going to have to cover the video so that y'all can see, do a reaction to it, and then allow y'all to hear what he said after you watch this video. But I just wanted to stop and pause and let everybody know that was concerned, let everybody know that was reaching out. He is alive. He has still been hijacked against his will. He is locked in a facility that he can't leave from. They have to evaluate and let him know when he can leave. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with him. No past history of medical illness. None of that. None of that. So I will keep y'all updated with that, okay? Now let's look at these temporary housing contracts so y'all know for y'allself. Um, Hold on one second, y'all. Let me pull it up. I just want y'all to see so you know. Let me close this out right here so I have enough room for my tabs. Hallelujah in the highest. Okay, here we go. Got it pulled up. Okay. So now let me share my screen. Sis, when I tell y'all I got some uncovering stuff to do, that's why I always ask prayer. I always solicit prayer because it's some things that's going on, man. And God is exposing it all. Okay, y'all can see my screen, right? All right. Good evening, Thomas Garrison from Northeast Indiana. Praying all is well with you, friend. All right, so let's look. Housing, okay? This is what we're going to put in here, that we have housing. We're offering housing to the government. This is how you come and you get this NACE code right here. This NACE code right here. This is a stream of income. So this code, this number right here is going to tell you how much they're paying for the type of work. Okay. So this says for new housing, for sale builders, new multifamily housing construction. If you ever want to get rich, get into you some real estate, buy you some land and get into some of that stuff, because now you can turn around and sell it to the government. Okay. Other community housing services, housing repair organizations. Nope. New single family housing. We just going to go right to the one I'm looking for. Temporary shelters. You see that one right there? Okay. 624-221. We're going to remember this number right here. 624-221. 624-221. Okay. Now I'm going to stop the share over there. Hello, Latasha Watson. Good evening. And God bless you. Hope all is well with you. All right. So now I'm going to share the screen and take that code to where we can see how much money they're giving for that NACE code 624-221. All right, so we're going to search the award data. We want to know how much y'all done gave out in the last year, okay? Oh, they even got 2025. Okay, let's do 2024, 2025. All right. We're going to come down here, put this NACE code in right here. I think it was 624-221. 624-221, okay. So let me put that in right here, 624221. It's going to ask me right here to select this box. Healthcare and social assistance, community food and housing, and emergency and other relief services. This is the box I want to check. As y'all can see, these are in the billions, okay? Billions, but we're going to go ahead and submit it. And we're going to get the data. Show you how much money they making with these temporary shelters. Hold on one second. All right, boom. Now I'm going to make it bigger so y'all can see. Okay. This is Battelle Energy Alliance, LLC. Okay. I'm going to see if I can see a couple of them because they like to stack their wealth. So I'm looking for something real quick. All right. So as you can see right here, Battelle Energy Alliance, LLC. This is how much money these cats then got. And I'm going to look at how long this contract was. Just make sure you guys can see. Okay. That highlighted amount is how much they got for this contract. This is emergency shelter. Okay. Now I gotta minimize it so that I can keep sliding it over and we can find out. This is a definite contract. This is the code. So when we want to go get emergency contracts, we would use this code right here because we know that this code is worth billions of dollars. The same code that they use to get this contract, we would use this code. Now we have a NACE code. We went in with 624221, but this is the emergency disaster code that we want. This one right here. So now we know what code is associated with billions. We can add that one to our capability statement. How much money was given just on COVID-19? That's why it was an emergency. It was an emergency contract. But we want to see how long the Department of Energy is the one who gave this contract, as you can see right here. Awarding agency. Oh. Let me minimize it a little bit so we can. This is what we want to get to. Okay. So they got this contract on 11/9/2004. This contract won't end until 9/30/2029. So they created them wealth for 25 years with the government. It don't matter what currency the government switches their currency. It don't matter what's going on. When you sign a legal binding contract with the government, they gotta pay you, period. Or you can own the corporation called the United States of America. So I don't care what currency they switch it over to. I don't care about any of that. This is the way to go in real life, because you don't even have to provide a temporary shelter. If you got it, great. But if you don't, you can find somebody else who has the homes. You partner with them. How much would you charge me to allow these people to stay here, to be a residential center, a disabled center, a temporary emergency migrant living center, whatever housing you want to provide, how much you'll charge me for the next 25 years for them to live here. Give me 500,000. What is 500,000 out of 22 billion? How about I just shoot you $1 billion? I keep the 21 billion. Now I can go and build something for my family, buy land and property, whatever I want to do, whatever I've been purposed to do. I got $21 billion. Matter of fact, take 2 billion. I still got 20. You doing the work. I connected your work to the government. I get paid for that. Everybody's needs is met. Okay? That's just one contract. I'm going to look at a few more. I want to show you some short-term contracts. Okay, like this one right here, okay? Let me scroll back over here to this one because I want y'all to see this one. I'm going to bring it up to the top in just a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, Cherokee Nation Management Consultant, LLC. Right here, I'm going to bring this one up to the top, and then I'm going to make it big. This is the LLC that got this contract. Okay? Now you can see how they worldwide contracts. Kenya Medical Supplies Authority, Sierra Nevada Company. These are contracts internationally and in the United States. But we're going to look at this Cherokee Nation Management Consultant, okay? They got $706 million for this contract. Y'all pay attention to this number right here. They got $706 million for this contract. Okay? I'm going to just skip past all the logistics. The purpose of this contract is to provide the full complement of services necessary to care for UC in our custody, including direct care and supervision, intake processing, clothing, hygiene kits, interior security, case management, and medical services. That's all they needed to provide. Okay? This is a definitive contract. This is the code that they use for this disaster emergency, QUV. Let me lower it down a little bit so it can still continue to go over. Okay? That's how much had to be contributed to DIVOC 19 obligations. 267 million had to go towards this stuff. Okay? Now, I just want y'all to see this right here. The Department of Health and Human Services is the one who was the awarding agency for this contract. Administration for Children and Families, probably CPS, okay? But this is what I want y'all to look at. They got all that money for a contract that started April 27th, 2021. Right here. This contract started April 27, 2021 and ended 11/19/2021. 7-month contract worth $406 million. Or did I say 406 million? 406 million. For a 7-month contract. In an emergency, they give out them type of contracts. $1 million ain't nothing. 303 million, 50 million. Y'all see this type of revenue that's out here? That's why I tell people all the time, Money is a game, and you must learn how to play it. Tax is a game, and you must know how to play it. And debt is a game, and you must learn how to play it. When I saw that the government is buying the very things that some people get arrested for, I was like, ain't no way. Let me show y'all without saying a whole lot, okay? Hold on one second. Let me just go ahead and grab this NAS code so I ain't got to keep switching back and forth. Four five nine 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 4599999. Hold on one second. 459999. 459999. Let me take this one off. All right. While that's gathering my data, I'm going to stop the share right there because I want to show y'all what I'm talking about without saying a whole lot. Y'all can read it, okay? Y'all see what this say right here? They buy this. And if you grow it, they buy it. If you manufacture it, they buy it. And if you sell it as a retailer, they buy it. Now that y'all see what I'm talking about, I'll switch it back to the data and see how much money they're giving for that. All right, here we go. No, they didn't do something right over here. Hold on. Let's refresh that and do that again. 459. Yeah, 999. That is correct. 459,999. Why is that one not coming up? Hold on one second. I had to refresh the screen. Okay, professional. Here we go. Let me try to type in another code that they give me over here. 424690. 424690. 424690. Here we go. Chemical and allied products merchant wholesaler, other chemical and allied product merchant wholesaler, okay? CBD. See how much they paying. Scroll up here while they gathering the data, and we'll have the results in just a minute. Look at all this money the government has, and it's given out to women, small businesses, disadvantaged, minority. Here we go. Okay. They got $1 million, but look how they stacked it up. Tyco Fire Products, right? They set themselves up. They got $1 million on that contract, 380,000 on that contract. Let's see. Oops. How long were these contracts for? Meaning tell me they giving out $1 million? They just wanted some fire extinguishers, but they actually under CBD. Can you imagine getting $1 million for some fire extinguishers and fire extinguisher materials? Oh my gosh, y'all. Let's see. This was a delivery order. They just wanted it delivered. It was not a definitive contract. Wow, this is amazing. Amazing. No COVID-19, blah, blah, blah. The Department of State wanted this. But it's under CBD, okay? And they just wanted services for 1 year. 9/25/2022 to 9/24/2023. They got $1 million for 1 year worth of service, providing the government some fire. Hey, sister, some fire. What did they say? Fire. What was that? Fire or something. Fire extinguishers. And then they turned around and got this second one, which was worth 380-something thousand. This one started 3/27/2022 and ended 3/26/2023. 1 year. They set themselves up to get 2 contracts, almost $1.5 million for 1 year's worth of work, providing some freaking fire extinguishers. Let me check on y'all over here. Y'all doing all right? Y'all talk back to me. Let me know. This is what y'all missing out on. Straight up. Let's see if I can find another one. This one right here is from July 24th, 2024. That was 2 months ago. What is we in October now? We in October? Yeah, we are in October. That was 3 months ago, right? 7/24/2024. Look at this one right here. 7/24/2024. This contract ends this month on the 31st, Halloween. So this is only a 3-month contract. Let's see how much they paid and what did they want. That's the Federal Acquisition Services. The GSA had that contract. How much is this contract worth? This was a purchase order. Yep, one-time purchase order. One-time purchase order. They wanted multiple PVC pipes and fittings. That's it. Some you can go to Home Depot and buy for 50 cents, 39 cents. Let's see how much this contract was. I know you lying, $195,000. $195,000. Why would you ever go to work? Why? $195,000 for 3 months worth of work. Why would you ever go to work? How do we get involved to make money? I'm gonna give y'all an opportunity if that's what you want to do later on. I'm just showing you exactly what is available to you. And if we wouldn't focus so hard on, I know it's hard not to, on what the government is doing and actually provide a service for the government so you can actually prepare or preserve your family from the government. Do that make sense? I can only say what I need to say in a roundabout way that makes sense to you, and it tricks the algorithm. Instead of being worried about what the government is doing, let me go in, because my Bible, I'm a Bible baby. You ain't got to be, but I am. And my Bible tell me that the wealth of the wicked was stored up for me. However, it ain't coming to find me. I got to get out there in these streets and go back and get it. And if y'all taking it out my family to take care of somebody else, then let me go ahead and take care of them people that you taking it from my family to take care of them, so you can put it back over here. And I can go ahead and build what God called me to build for the very people that you trying to. That's the way that God plays the game. That's why I love him so much. After my government job fired me in March, I've been hanging on to Sunshine's coattail. Don't let it go. Don't let it go. Because that's my sister. That's a real boss lady. That's a real boss lady. That's for real, for real. I respect her hustle because we the same type of people. We not finna sit down on our watch and watch our people perish. No, if our people perish, it's because they want to. I done paid a lot of money. Just the information I'm sharing here with y'all tonight costed me $12,000 just to learn these 2 tools. Real talk. And people that I talk to in this space on Clubhouse, they not interested in teaching nobody else this at all. When I come on there and I disrupt and be like, yeah, this is what it is, they be like, she ain't lying. They come up on the stage and be like, she ain't lying. I have a contract. This is what I do. And then I have to kind of like go in on them a little bit like, you got a contract and you ain't teaching nobody else how to get a contract. I can't respect you. They get mad because they want to work with me. They be like, I love to collaborate with you. I'm in the contracting space too. And then I'm like, what the hell? I can't fool with you because you selfish. You know that you getting all these millions of dollars and there's so much for all of us to eat. Why are you harboring this information to yourself? Even people in government contracting come and join my government contracting workshops because they don't know how to do a certain something that I know how to do. And they ain't government contracts. They're like, how you get them non-bid, them purchasing orders? People that the government call purchase orders low-hanging fruit. They call $100,000, $500,000. They call that low-hanging fruit. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm here tonight. Because when you get into federal contracts, when I tell you Walmart got a contract, when I tell you AT&T got a contract, I was not playing. Do you know how much Verizon charged me on my bills? Verizon got a contract for me too. Oh, absolutely. You thought them people sitting in front of the welfare offering them government phones was just out there offering government phones? That's a contract. You think these people showing up to your house to deliver wash machines and dryers is just people showing up to your house to deliver wash machines? No, that's a contract too. And what I like about contracts is I ain't got to do no work. I love working from home. That's no cap. That's no cap. And God knows I am humble. If he ever sent me to the workforce to go back to go get somebody that belonged to him, then I would. But outside of that, you will not catch me working on 9 to 5, baby. I have been delivered from the plantation. When I seen that I can pay myself all of this, why would I ever go back to work for them? Why would I ever allow you to pay me minimum wage when I can pay myself maximum wage? This is maximum wage. This puts me and my family in a good place. This keeps me and my family from being broke, where I can actually help somebody else because I got a surplus, because I got an abundance. So now I ain't got to worry about how many bills I got and how I got to rationalize this and take from this to pay that. And therefore, I can't help you because I ain't got nothing. I can't take trips. I can't give into charities. I can't go across the world if somebody needed me to pray for them over in Honduras somewhere. I can't do that because I'm limited with my money. But this right here lets me do that. And I love the fact, Lord, I love you. Because, baby, when you turn me on to this, well, I ain't got to leave my house to make money. Y'all think I'm lying. Y'all want to see some receipts? Because they ain't the only one who got receipts. Some of y'all done already saw them receipts. When I tell you that you can make $150,000 from your bedroom, would you believe me? Just tell me yes or no. Would you believe me? And this ain't even no contract. This ain't even no contract. This is just coaching. This is just me coaching. Me sharing content. This is just me sharing content. Just me coaching. This is just me marketing, advertising how I can help you. I can show you real life receipts. The contracts is on steroids. That's why when I told people you ain't gonna see me come by here and show up, people that's been following me for a while know I used to be on Facebook heavily, like every day. Not anymore. Not anymore. I work with my mind now and not with my hands, because my hands gonna give out and my muscles are too. My hands gonna give out, my muscles is gonna give out too. I work with my mind. My mind is always coming up with ideas, creativity. Y'all got ideas. I quit Facebook a year ago. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Facebook is just for socializing. That's why when you get on Facebook, they ask you what high school you went to. They always want to bring up your past and bring up them past spirits to come and attach themselves to see what you got going on in your present so they can come hate on you. Now, I don't use Facebook for anything but to reach my people and run ads. That's it. That's it. Let me show y'all these receipts. Even though y'all believe me, I love y'all. Because I be having them locked and loaded like a bazooka. I will spray you with these receipts. Don't play with me. And I don't share my receipts and tell everybody what I'm doing. I don't do that. Rich people don't do that. They don't draw attention to themselves. I share my receipts as living proof. I am the receipt. I walked away from stamps, Section 8, Medi-Cal, Cash Aid, all of the crutches. I walked away from that 4 years ago. And when I tell you that God took care of me because I let go of all of those crutches and takes care of me really well, that ain't no cap. That ain't no lie at all whatsoever. You can't pay me to go back and make minimum wage. I work for the post office. They still be sending me notifications talking about they're hiring in this area. Hey, make you some holiday cash and all of that. We're paying you $22 an hour. I'll be like, what's that? That's an insult. What? 20 what a dollar? 20 what an hour? I'll be like, look, if you play with me ever like that again, I promise you, don't ever play with me like that. And that ain't coming from no cocky place because God is so good. I used to eat out of the garbage can, y'all. I used to have to use socks as washcloths to wash up. Why would I ever go and sit down and let you pay me $21 an hour like that's something, and I made $12,000 in an hour? Why would I ever do that? When I did that one time, I have never, ever been back. You can't do something like this and then turn around and go back to poverty. You can't. Especially, well, you can. I'm going to take that back because we see celebrities do it all the time. because they didn't change their mind. Let me come on down here and pull up these receipts. This right here is a $50,000 day. All online. I didn't have to leave any. I mean, it took me a couple hours, no cap. About 5 or 6 hours, but you add that up. That's a $50,000 day in one day. I'm the very first one in my family to do something like this. In 4 years. First year was 100K. Second year was 300K. Third year was 750. I was close to the million. And then I did the million. That's a billing and subscriptions, upsells, checkout, funnels, okay, ebook. This is all online, total sales, okay? Who's next? Huh? Took that money and bought land, but here is the receipt, okay? Because they be like, anybody can go and alter receipts. This is a Navy Federal Bank statement. My name is on there, okay? Blocked out that access number so y'all can't go steal nothing. This is 1 month deposit. The month prior to that was 115K. Deposits. But you see them withdrawals, right? Let me go snatch up some land. I ain't playing. Let me go snatch up some land. I ain't playing. Because cash is trash. If it's sitting in your bank account, it's dying. Cash is trash. Okay? The purpose or the goal to go get the revenue, to go get the wealth of the wicked is so that you can take back territory. They all do. It's the worst thing to have. But let me tell y'all something. When you start getting money, it gets real lonely. Because some people who don't ever want to work nothing, aka your family, and people that don't ever want to do nothing, the people that don't want you to have nothing, they're going to come out like leeches. And you got to understand that this money is not for me to spend and it's not for me to splurge. It's for me to build an ark because the rain is coming. And He going to give me the resources so that I can build an ark for you dummies that's over here playing around, blinded, blindsided, blighted, in deception, all of that. Somebody in the family got to build something for safety for y'all. So I can't give you that. I can't loan you that. And then you're going to become enemy number one when you cannot do that. It's real lonely, but it's worth it. I know I'm the one in the family that's chosen. How many of y'all know y'all chosen? I know I'm the one in the family that God chose, period. I don't care I didn't say how many of y'all was religious. I said how many of y'all know burning down deep on the inside you, I'm the one in the family. I'm the one in the family. And it's going to be lonely. And people is not going to... Your family going to be your foes first. Remember that, because them the pains and cuts that hurt the worst. But your family going to be your foes. I already know they're going to hang me up over here on Instagram, but you know your girl going to circle right back like Jen Psaki. So make sure you tap right back in. I'm just waiting for the timer to go off because they've been on some weird stuff. As long as I've been on Instagram, never had a 1 hour time limit. Sometimes they give me an hour. Sometimes they give me an hour and 2 minutes, but they limit what I can say and do over here for whatever reason after they let me off restriction. And I am finally off a restriction on Facebook and Instagram and all of my groups and all my profiles. I can run ads again. I'm free. Okay. So if they hang up on you, then just call me right back. I'm just going to go ahead and hit that live button again. Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. I'm like that little inflatable thing which you sock and you flop down and you pop back up and you just got to keep socking. I'm one of them. So if they cut us off, I'm going to go ahead and spin the block and I'll be right back. Okay. Listen, because I'm not going to be here that long. It's 11:32. It's crazy. You get restricted. You can't even talk to anyone and get unrestricted, right? That's called control. That's why I'm using their money to build my own communication towers. We need these things. I don't want to be on your platform that you can censor when I can't say the truth. And then if I say the truth, you can take me away from all of my online family and friends. Excuse me? That's bananas. So I use their wealth, especially this fourth quarter. When I tell y'all that the government is about to be dropping money like they in a strip club, paying for a high class tail shaker. If you a woman, I need you on my team. If you minority woman, I need you on my team. If you a disadvantaged woman, told y'all, look, here they go. I'm going to circle right back, okay? I'm going to just title it part 2. I'm going to aggravate the algorithm, you robots. I'm going to piss y'all off tonight. I'm going to circle right on back, okay? And if I want to spend another hour over here and circle back to a part 3, I'm going to do that too. But I'm really not going to do that, not tonight. However, if you are a veteran-owned business, if you're a veteran, you didn't serve, I need you over here on this team, okay? It's called the money team. It's called Q4 team. No, don't play with me. Hold on. Let me go. Let me just hit them right back. Hold on 1 second. Nobody's playing. All right. For you only. Okay, here we go. Sorry, y'all. All right. All right, y'all. So let me tell y'all all of the things that the government buy. Y'all ready? I can't tell y'all all of the things that the government buy because there's so many. But I'm going to tell you a lot of the things that the government buys that I know of for sure, though, okay? If you're a consultant, they buy your services. If you sell hair care products, they buy your services. They buy weaves, they buy wigs, they buy sandals, house shoes, slippers, t-shirts, they buy backpacks, web cameras, bulletproof vests, flashlights, they buy police cameras, you know, the cameras that they wear, I forgot what they call. What are they called? Body cams. They buy candles. They buy underwears. They buy copy, you know, like printing off their paperwork. They buy transportation. They buy paper. They buy office supply. They buy furniture for their houses. They buy pencils. They buy name badges. They buy plastic lanyards. They buy everything. GoPro, they buy everything. They buy AI consultants. Okay, they buy authors. If you are a sports coach, they buy you too. If you write poems, they buy you too. If you write books, if you write music, if you produce music, they buy you too. If you know how to do social media marketing, they buy you too. If you know anything in the space of Excel, Word doc, they buy you too. They buy everything. Notary, they buy you too. Weight loss, they buy you too. Mental health, they buy you too. They buy everything except the bank. They the bank, so they don't need your services. Does that sum up everything for everybody? They buy everything. Fingernails, journals, you name it. They buy everything. No, they ain't gonna buy Ozempic. They don't buy Ozempic. That's me, Excel Word. So if you can teach them, if you can go to their facilities, if you can go to their meetings, I would do my health for myself. So if you do your health for yourself, they buy your services to help their people learn health for themselves. That's what I'm talking about. So if you a health and wellness coach, oh, they buy you. Please come help our people learn how to eat, balance life, all of that good stuff. Walk, whatever advice you have for them, whatever problem you can solve for them, then you can definitely sell that services to the government. As long they buy credit consultants, millions of dollars. That's why y'all need to buy my credit repair business in a box. Sell it to the government. Simple as that. Simple as that. They got contracts. They buy land. They buy all of that. They buy gas. Yeah. They buy oil. They buy landscaping. They have billionaires and millionaires' homes. They need manicured. That's a big thing. They buy cleaning. Anybody know how to clean? Because they hospitals, they mental health facilities, they courthouses, they schools, they meeting boards, all those places need to be cleaned. The VA's office need to be cleaned. They buy counseling, therapy, speakers. They buy, if you're a motivational, they buy that too. I do carnivore and I buy my own meat from my farmers that live next to me. They buy that too. Manufacturers. Anything, when you want to get them trillions of dollars, it's in manufacturing. You manufacture your own sea moss, your own body butter. Yeah, they buy that too. Everything that we buy, they buy in government contracting. All right. So since my eyeballs is laid here and I'm tired and it's been a long day, but we found that young man and I bless God. We found him. We was not letting up. Today was day number 9 or 10. Today's day number 10. But we found him and we was relentless, and it has been a lot. It's been real weighty and real heavy the last couple of days. So your girl is over here running on fumes. How you can learn how to get you some government contract money, okay? Now, for the most part, first quarter is good because all of their money has recycled. Let me tell you, there was a 17-year-old boy got filthy, filthy rich, became a millionaire during the pandemic just selling hand sanitizer. That's it. You just got your cage number. Let's go, Cliff. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He became rich off of hand sanitizer, disposable masks, face masks, Lysol, cleaning products. They buy caterers. Okay. They gave this man out in California $1 million contract. He was a caterer. They wanted food to help the people be able to get weekly bags, groceries. So he went and partnered with the food bank. Whew. Tell y'all I'm sleepy. I got to get out of here. he went and partnered with the food bank. So the food bank gave the bags of food every month. He was only supposed to produce up to 700,000 bags of groceries. He didn't make it nowhere near 700,000 bags of groceries. More like under 100,000. But they could not pull his contract for him because it said up to 700,000. If all he gave out was 100, he'd still be covered. He got $1 million contract and was not able to fulfill that contract. And I'm not ever telling nobody to do that, because not fulfilling a contract is the equivalent to you signing up for the army and running away from it. Once you known in them streets for not producing, you can't never come back in them streets and think it's cool. So don't even try it, okay? But it's things like that that helps you understand contracting. Just be prepared. If you take a contract, take it and do it. If you can't do it, pay somebody to do it. Just get it done. Because once you do it one time, and once you fulfill an order, a purchase order, a non-bid order, a delivery order, then you good to go for the rest of your life. And you see me show you 2 types of contracts today. One was for 25 years for $22 billion. The other one was for 3 months, 7 months worth of services, all over $1 million. Okay. I am putting together, I have put together, it's going to start in the next 2 weeks. I'm only taking a handful of y'all into the government contracting space. Now, what I am going to do is, I have already did this, so you're going to have action to that. But I did not on that masterclass that I did, almost an 8-hour masterclass. I did not cover 8/8s. That's where you become the community bank. Hub zone certifications. This is where you don't have to compete with no bidders. You become a community hub zone. Other people in the community come to you for funding, like small SBA branches. They're going to make sure they build you an empire, because the program is only 10 years. Nobody in your family could ever go back and be a government contractor in that space, because they're going to make sure you and your family is well off, sitting real well and real good and real rich, okay? But there's a way to play the game, and there's always a way to play the game, and I got them strategies and all of that stuff. So 8/8 and Hub Zone was not talked about on the first masterclass. It will be talked about on this one. And what I'm really pressing for in this masterclass, this mentorship masterclass, it's either going to be one day. I'm still undecided if this is going to be one day where I just do another 8 hours and be daggone tired, or if I'm going to make it a 2-day, okay? I have 2 type of programs for government contract. I'm going to give both of them to y'all. This is the first one. This is it's a mastermind on steroids, because it's a weekend. You take the information, you go execute it. Education on me, executions on you. I'm going to show you everything you need to know. I'm going to show you how to get structured to do business with the government. Tell you the websites, how you can go get non-bid contracts. Just like my eldest client went and got her a $40,000 contract with not being a federal, did not have any federal certification as a contractor. We're also going to be talking about how to use the middleman method. That was not talked about inside of the first one. The middleman method is what I explained to you. I take $1 million contract. Julio and them said they can build the land for the government for $500,000. Julio got $500,000. I got $500,000. The government got their property built. We good to go. I'm going to take my $500,000 and go do whatever I want to with it. It's mine. So we're going to cover the middleman method, how easy it is to do that, what to look for, all of that stuff, how to vet them. We're going to talk about that. And then last but never least, how to factor, how to get these contracts and get paid on the front end without having to worry about the government paying you, because they pay every 30 days. The government does. But them checks be big. You get $1 billion contract, your check every month is every bit of $6-something million for the next 10 years or whatever. I mean, it's unheard of. Okay. But I'm going to be talking about that, and then the disaster relief. I did not talk about disaster relief in the 1.0. So the 2.0 going to be disaster relief. Right now, y'all could be making millions of dollars. Boy, if y'all was connected with FEMA and the government, y'all could be making millions of dollars right now. In Georgia, in Florida, in Tennessee, and North Carolina. Okay? You can put you a crew there to go clean up debris. You can hire somebody, the middleman method, to go clean up the debris. They need roof. They need wreckage removed. I mean, they need water. They need shelter. I mean, you could be cleaning up a house for a little bit of work, a little tiny bit of work, okay? So I have the workshop. It's not going to be this coming up week. It's going to be the following week, okay? I might even make it 3 days because it's a lot of information, and I want you to get it and I want you to use it, okay? But it's going to be during the week. It's not going to be on the weekend. It's going to be during the week. And that is $497 to take that master class. But you're going to know how to get through the SAMS management. You're going to know everything from A to Z to go get you some government cheese, okay? But you will be on your own. You have lifetime access to that recording, to that replay, plus the 1.0 on top of a support community in case you need to reach out to other like-minded individuals. Hey, can we collaborate? You got a woman's own certification. I got a veteran's own. Can we take this contract together? Hey, would you like to get up and go with me to a procurement event? Different things of that sort, okay? Hey, I talked to a procurement officer, hey, blah, 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 whatever. So that's $497. I'm only taking a handful, and I am running ads on it as we speak, okay? It's first come, first serve. Whenever the 20 seats is filled up, it's filled up. I have not did a government contracting workshop since 2022. It's finna be 2025. Can I have my kids take your classes? Yes. And any other young people, send them my way. So when they leave their mama and daddy's homes, they are landlords. They are lords over this land. Absolutely. And then I have an 8-week mentorship. It's called the Gov Money Mentorship. I'm going to give you all the templates you need. We starting that up so that we go one by one with these cleaning contracts. These are the easiest contracts to win, and you don't have to do the work. There is $30 billion available in the cleaning space. If you are a woman, minority, disadvantaged, small business, veteran owned, if you are a disabled owned, I need you over here to come get this money before fourth quarter is up. When I tell you they are about to be making money rain like a strip club, I need y'all over here, okay? And that's why I'm only taking a handful. That's it. I don't come out and do government contract. I deal with those that are on the inside, and then I deal with our own government contracts. Because we like to take the contracts that are purchase orders, non-bid delivery orders that we can do ourselves. I like to give everybody else their own plate. Eat off your own plate. I don't want you eating off mine, but here go you a plate. There go the buffet. Go ahead and have at it, okay? So we have to find drivers when we take transportation. We got to find drivers. We got to vet them, test them, get them registered, drug test them, get them a health card, all of this stuff. So we got to do the work. And that takes time to do. And I don't mind doing it. Okay? But when you're doing the middleman, it's like a set it and forget it type of situation. Oh, y'all, the most you're going to do is get on the phone, meet them over a Zoom call, look at their credentials. Okay, I'm going to go with you. We're going to be a team. I'm going to present it to the government, and we're going to win the bid. And how you get to the head of the line is being a woman, a minority, a small business, a disadvantaged, a veteran, or a disabled business. That's how you get to the front of the line above everybody else, okay? So I have an 8-week mentorship. I will give you all the templates for your capability statement, which is your business resume. In order to get this type of money, you got to look like a business. That's the requirements. That's the requirement. You got to look like a business. They don't give this type of money to people, but they give it to corporations. So I'm going to take you step by step by the hand to show you how to build your business from scratch in record-breaking time so you can turn around and do business with the government. You got to set it up so that you're not only just setting up a business to sell services to the government. They don't like that. So you got to have something in this outward space showing that I also sell to people and the government. So I help you get dressed, learn all the A through Z's to go get the government cheeses for 8 weeks. Last time I held this was in 2022, having did government contracting in the teaching consulting space in years. So that 8-week course, make sure you get dressed, make sure you are eligible to go get you some contracts, make sure you got proximity to a whole bunch of people that can help you secure a contract, make sure you know about funding, make sure you got business credit so that if the government say I need 1,000 ink pens, you can use that business credit. Go ahead and give them 1,000 ink pens for that purchase order in exchange for that $10,000 payout. You can do that every month. I'm going to show you everything from A to Z to get the government cheese, okay? So that mentorship is $997. Originally, it is $5K all day. Why? Because you are being introduced to millions, to billions, to trillions, straight up, okay? Last but never least, I think I can say this in 2 minutes or less. Those are the problems that you can solve for the government. There's so many more problems you can solve for the government that they will pay you really well for. They are the biggest spenders and the biggest customers in the world to have. You never have to worry about chasing anybody to get them to buy your services because the government will. Period, point blank. You just need to know what to sell to them and how to sell it to them, how to get several streams of income from one NAICS code. Meaning, if I go under the daycare or the child care, I'm not just a daycare and child care provider. I'm going to grab that education NAICS code because I teach them. I'm going to grab that food and nutrition NAICS code because I feed them. I'm going to grab that transportation NAICS code because I transport them to activities, maybe to and from their home, pick them up from school, okay? I'm going to get what's the name of it called? Like a mediator, okay? I'm going to get the mediator NAICS code, right? Conflict resolution. Because I may have a parent who drops the son off and the other parent who picks him up on the weekend. So I'm the mediator to make sure this kid is having a balanced life. There's no fussing and fighting. There's unity. We're all on the same page. I may have to mediate between, hey, Dad, you were wrong. You were supposed to drop the kid off at this time. I'm documenting as well, okay? So I can get a NAICS code from that too. just from one child care business. So now I got me 5 to 6 streams of income from one child care business. Imagine me having $500,000 billion. I know that ain't even a number, but just imagine. Oh, absolutely. It's real, okay? So if you guys want to take advantage, I told a lot of my people that the whole $97, all of that type of stuff, I'm going to do away with that because I am going to bring you into a realm of wealth you have never, ever experienced. Whether that's through government contracting, whether that's through digital products, like I showed you receipts for earlier, whether that's through land banking, whether that's through getting in the credit space. People right now can't get that $750 because they ain't got good credit. That's solving somebody's problem. That's why I push these things. Everybody needs credit. 18 and plus, you need credit, whether to repair it, whether to build it, restore it, delete it, work on everybody and their mama need it, okay? So I have a couple of opportunities that are in the description of this video that you are watching right now. Feel free to go and check out the programs that I'm offering because it's too many to name here. I just wanted to focus on government contracts. And I wanted to announce that I have 2 more spaces available inside of my, it's a mentorship. It's a mastermind, actually. It's called, wealth building. It's the wealth building master mentorship. Okay. This is for, can y'all believe a month later, I still have phlegm in my chest? It's ridiculous. But it's a mentorship mastermind. Okay. I'm going to be working with a small handful of individuals to show them how to buy land, how to bank off that land, how to buy land for dirt cheap, turn around and get the value out of the land. I've showed examples of this. You buy land for $555. It's already valued at $8,000. I'm going to show you how to do 10K guaranteed every single month just off of land. Not only that, how to develop land, how to buy and invest in real estate, how to build business credit to get funding so you can buy homes, renovated homes, do anything of that sort, how to use insurance policies to fund your family, to become the bank, how to protect your assets utilizing a trust, okay? How to get it started in multiple family apartment rental deals, connect you to investors that's always looking for people to invest in their deals. They go out and they go buy 100 apartment doors and they let you get in for a small percentage. Woo. I'm struggling, y'all. They got fixer-uppers everywhere. Let me tell you. I got a list with over 250 different sites you can go buy land in. Florida got a lot of them. Absolutely. I know where you can go buy land in Florida for $10,000, and that's like 20 acres. I mean, some real rural land with your own water. I got some hookups on some land, y'all. For real. In this mentorship, you also get connected to the investors, the bankers. If you need to get it approved, we have our own banker. If you got something on your credit that's hindering you from going to go get $500,000 in funding, we got people in there that will fix your credit for you, not fix it up like months. No, they'll go ahead and add you to their trade lines. They're going to give you that score, remove things off of your report to get you funding ready. And then the most important part of it all, the government contracts. Okay. The government is buying rooms, bedrooms, all of that stuff. I sold most of my properties in the U.S. and bought properties in Colombia, South America. We also got land you can buy in Puerto Rico. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that for sure. For sure. We also got land you can buy not only in the United States but abroad as well. We got an opportunity to buy land in Liberia, and then we also got an opportunity to buy land like in Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, those places. Okay. On top of that, all of that, you get to go out to a deed day with a bunch of other builders and developers. We're buying up a whole entire block. You're going to have your own deeds, your own land in the space where we are, for sure, set in stone. We will have dinner with we will be invited to a event where the mayor is inviting us in Birmingham, Alabama, but we all leave there with deeds in our hand in our own community. First time we're doing a collective project together. And now you have equity, period, for a little bit of nothing is what I call it, a little bit of nothing. So that's included on top of the mentorship. Like I said, real estate, flipping, buying, multifamily, investing. You get access to the bankers, you get access to the builders. If you want to develop your own land, your own facilities, your own community, transitional homes, group homes, doesn't matter. Whatever it is you want to build, you can build. Commercial space, a Target, whatever you want to build, you're going to learn it in that, right? Also, you get access to go on the Wealth Encounter tour if you want to. It's yours as a part of you joining this program. So you do get to travel with us, whether you want to attend virtually or in person, but you are able to travel with us. You are able to attend the Wealth Encounter. You are able to experience that whole Wealth Encounter as a VIP. Where you will have access to all guests and speakers, and then potentially even have a vending booth so you can sell your services or products to an audience you didn't have to build. So that's another bonus of that. And then again, the due date is the biggest of them all. The due date is the biggest of them all because that day, and that's in a couple of months. February to be exact, but you will have your own piece of property, okay? And then you have the mentorship where you can go and buy as many properties as you want to, but this will be a collective effort. I have 2 spots available. The investment is $5K, but it is the best $5K you will ever invest in yourself for the simple fact, I'm going to show you how to get it right back. I'm going to show you some plays that you can go run instantaneously to go get it right back. No documents, no any of that. I got connections where you can actually go and get it right back. So now you have a free business in a sense. And everything that you're learning, you can turn around and go and teach it. Start your own consulting, coaching. You can teach it because now you know. We're moving on to working with our clients and working with our family that have joined our community. I told a sister this earlier. When you sign up for my programs, I'm not asking you to sign up for information. You're actually signing up for proximity because now whatever you put together, you're selling. You have a stage to come on that you didn't have to build. Now you have somebody that will promote your products, your ideas, your services on their platform. It's all about proximity. It's about you having the information. Dr. T, I'm stuck on this right here. Let me hook you with such and such. They'll get you unstuck. Here's funding. Here's the moves that I'm making. Y'all go ahead and do this. I really pour out in my masterminds. Why? Because you paid to show up to be there, not to play. So I pour out in my masterminds to make sure you have every tool, every resource, every opportunity, etc. So my goal is to teach these inside of this small group how to actually learn the SAMS management system and then charge people 10 bands to register them. How to learn government contracting so now you can run ads and talk to people in your local community that have not a clue about government contracting. You say, look, I will go get you a government contract. This is how much you're going to pay me, percentage out of that government contract on the back end. You can pay me this amount as a deposit on the front end, but on the back end, I want 20%. They got $1 million. 20% of $1 million is 200,000. You just got 200,000 for helping somebody secure a government contract. Okay. So yeah, I'm sleepy. I can't do it anymore. That investment is a 5K investment. But like I said, I'm going to give you some plays to go get your money back. Period. Because that's the type of person that I am. Once I get my money back, I'm in profit mode. Okay. If you guys are interested, I'd advise you now before you don't have the opportunity to take advantage of this. People have been begging me for the last 2 years to do something in the government contracting space. I have not, because I have learned and am learning and dominating in the AI space. That's the whole reason I kind of just, let me go learn this, because I saw that they were paying $900,000 salary per year for somebody to do a Zoom meeting for them. Yeah, I was like, let me go learn this AI so I can help y'all out, Mr. Government. But I'm back. And I don't teach this class often. Most of the time you want to get involved, you can buy the replay. It ain't going to be no live one-on-one. It ain't going to be any of that, okay? So you want to make sure you take advantage. The information is inside of the description of this video. Payment information with programs I got available, the whole 9 yards. It's also on the screen. It's also on the screen. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. I love y'all. Good night. Stay safe and sucker free. You got to do something for you, because unfortunately the government does not give a rat's behind about we, the people. And the best, how do I say this without, the best protection against what these people got coming down the pipeline is that you ready for it and you can preserve you and yours. Oh, I don't need your services. Oh, I don't need that. Oh, I'm not going nowhere. Oh, I don't have to do that. I have my own, okay? God is trying to set us up. Let me tell this to one person, and my eyes about closed. Somebody that's been battling with it. God is trying to set us up for something greater than we can ever imagine. It is not about you, and it's not about this little money. The cash that don't nobody around the world even want. Take what you got and let God give you more than what you have, because that's what he wants to do. If you a builder and yes, God, then let him build through you. Seriously. I don't care. He don't care. Use a credit card. If that's all you got, use it to get you passive income. Because at bare minimum, you can pay the minimum back. Everybody. You can pay the minimum back. Go flip you a piece of land, because you're going to learn how to do this flipping land. Buying it for dirt cheap. It's already valued really, really high. You flip it. Say, get you something to build, get you something to flip, get you something to lease out to the government. It's not just land, it's houses. It's commercial spaces. Some they got fire damage to the roof, but the foundation is still up. Some they got grass piled up to the windows that they need mowed down. This is what land bank is. Tax deeds. They have contracts right now. And if you say, well, that's not my lead, at least get that medical courier list, because the government is paying $8,000 to $10,000 per week right now. Why? It's emergency. I love y'all, okay? First come, first serve. I must say that. If you wait too late, I'm not letting you in late. Because we get everybody the information, the materials, stuff that I need them to have, because it's all gas, no brakes. It's the fourth quarter. November and December. We in October, just got in it. But they're going to be buying crazy, and they have to give all the way. They have to give all of this money out before December. Or January come first quarter, they don't get that much money. So I'm setting you up two ways. Fourth quarter, get all the money they're going to dump. First quarter, get all the money that has been refreshed. Second quarter, third quarter, still good, but not as good as the first and the fourth quarter. Them is the 2 quarters you want to play hardball in, all right? Do you still do government contracts done for you? I do, but I don't have a lot of time to do them. So that's why I don't offer it, but it is in the description of this video. I do, but I don't have a lot of time for it because I'm doing other things, okay? That's the plan, purchase on credit and write off the cost. You better get on in here, Sister B. Brown. You got to get in here now. We started at 5 and you said, okay, yeah, it might be B. We only got 2. And I only want to take people that are willing to invest in themselves. I cannot introduce you to this type of wealth and you're not willing to invest in yourself. Because it's going to take some investments from that money that you're making to keep on doing business with the government. I only want those type of people around me in this hour. Those that are building, we can come together, buy land together, buy up blocks, buy up communities. We can make some real changes. We can be the light in a lot of darkness because it's only about to get darker. But listen, you're running out of time. I will not do this again unless God tell me in 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years, come on, I want you to come, but you got to be willing to meet me halfway. And it is first come, first serve. And I did run ads on it last night. It just got approved today. Okay. All right, y'all. I love you. I look forward to seeing some of y'all on the inside. The kingdom of God is not going to be affected by the government because this earth is not our home. We're just sojourners. That's why we should listen to what he's saying, because he knows how to protect us. And not only do he want to protect us, he want to use these hands to bless some other folks. Will you let him is the question. Will you let him? Mwah! I'll see y'all on the next time. Good night and God bless.